So we're going to be trying something new today. This is an Epic Story series video, which you can see if you go to my YouTube account and you just type in Epic Story on my little search bar thingy. But usually it's my face on there while I'm talking about it, but we're going to try something different today, and it's going to be this game. So the story today is going to be about UFOs. And before I get into the story here, I'd like to also note, if you like me doing it with the game, then let me know. If you'd rather have my face on there, as usual, then let me know that too. So here's the story. When I was about 13 or 14 years old, me and a bunch of my friends were sitting in this field by my house. Also, don't smoke. It's terrible. It's just for aesthetic effect. So here's the thing. We were all laying down and stuff like that in this field. It was nighttime. And we had been playing sports all day. We've been playing soccer, baseball, you know, running around, swimming, stuff like that. It's right by a pool and all this stuff. And we were laying down in it, and we looked up at the sky, and fuck this cigarette, and we saw a moving object in the sky, and it looked like an airplane, right? It looked like one of those little, like, you know, like lights flashing in the sky type thing, you know, oh, it's just a jet coming home, you know, or a passenger airline, whatever the fuck. But that thing was going like this. It was going like that may not look that fast, but I'm talking about like you see something in the night sky moving. You see a plane, and that thing's kind of crawling along, even if it's like a jet, you know, because it's so high up. It's going like do. And this thing was going like this fast in the air. I mean, it was like, and this is when I was 14, so this is like, you know, 1999, 2000 time period. So this isn't obviously current time period. This is a while back. And, you know, I thought, okay, maybe it's some military jet or something like that that can go like, or whatever, you know. But we were watching that thing and talking about it, and it was going this fast, and it just stopped. I mean, just boom, right there. Just stopped, dead stop, didn't even have to think about it. And then like 2 seconds later, if even that, it just shot off in another direction. And we all kind of looked at each other, and we got freaked out and ran home. And we were just like, what the hell, man? Because, I mean, that thing was going like way faster than anything we'd seen before, and it just stopped, dead stop, up in the sky, and just went whew. Now, it wasn't anywhere close to us. It wasn't like, you know, hovering over our heads. I mean, this thing was probably like, you know, a good, I don't know, like mile or two up in the air. It was probably around the same air altitude that passenger airlines go. But, I mean, how do you explain that, you know? There ain't no fucking military jet or whatever else that flies across the sky that fast and then just shoots off in another direction after coming to a dead stop with no inertia, no anything, just a second or two later. And you got to take into account also that when this thing was going, I mean, here's a better example of its speed. Like, if you look up at the sky right now and you see your peripheral vision, like what that covers, that thing crossed to the middle of our peripheral vision from when it was out of our peripheral vision in probably about a second. Probably about a second to 2 seconds. That's how fast that thing crossed into our peripheral vision. So, I mean, that should tell you how fast it was going. And it gets stopped and gets shot off. And I've talked to my other friends about this. I'm not imagining this because they've all remembered the same story too. They all remember it. So I'm not just like, you know, like, you know, doing too many of these, you know, or anything like that. Just not fucking, you know, I don't know if that even affects your memory if you smoke. But anyways, yeah, so that happened to me. I was just like, wowie zowie. And so that was my experience with seeing a UFO. And again, for the record, I have never smoked cigarettes, never done LSD, never done weed, never done any drugs besides the medicinal ones I needed, which were CoQ10, digoxin, and morphine a few times for seizures when I was really young. So, I mean, you know, I don't do a ton of drugs or any drugs or whatever else like most people think on here, apparently. But anyways, that is the story. If you want me to do more videos like this, just fucking cup out of here, then let me know. And if you want me to do it with my face instead, then let me know. I could go either way. I'm 50-50 on them. So just let me know in the comments, and we will go from there. And if any of you were wondering what my personal belief is on aliens, by the way, I do believe they exist. I would have to say mathematically they have to exist, just probability-wise, due to the fact that there's like more planets, and that's just from what we've seen, you know. There's more planets in the universe than we could possibly even fathom, than there's probably even a number for. And then, of course, you take into account that just probability-wise, like I said with the planets, there would have to be something that has life. Not to mention that in the past few years, probably 5 or 6 years, we've realized that life can exist in conditions that are way more harsh or just completely not something we'd even expect compared to our own. Like just, I think about a few weeks ago, they discovered this worm that's like way down below the Earth's crust and shouldn't even be able to survive there, shouldn't even be able to exist, shouldn't even be able to like procreate down there, and yet it does. We don't even know how the fuck that even works. Just a while back, we found out about a type of jellyfish, I believe, or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not a jellyfish. It's another type of animal that's in the sea, but it's able to live forever. It's immortal. It's able to actually reverse its aging and flip over. So it would be like if once you got to like the age of 80 or something like that, you just became a baby again. But then you just repeated the cycle over and over and over and over. And it's able to do this. They've tested this. They said that some of these animals may be like, tens of thousands of years old, and they have no way of testing because it's went on forever. And so that's the thing. So, like there's mysteries like that we don't even know, like science-wise, that just continue to amaze us. And there was a new study that came out that said that there's no way that the Earth could be part of the moon. That the Earth is definitely part of the moon 100%, that it wasn't like an asteroid or something like that came down, hit the Earth, and then broke off the moon. That the moon literally just fucking is a part of the Earth. And they don't know how this happened. They don't know how this is possible yet, but the proof is there that it cannot be some third party that blew a chunk of it off. So, I mean, there's shit like that. And the current theory is if aliens did come from some really far off place, or whatever else, they'd be kind of like how we were exploring America, and how a lot of people that went to explore America knew that with the current technology they had, they'd never get back to Europe or Spain or wherever they came from. And I probably just totally botched that with like the country thing. That's what you get for doing this, just, ad-libbing and not practicing or anything else like that. But that's great, because I'm terrible at geography. So, no offense meant to any of those people. Anyways, what was I going to say? Oh, but the theory, though, is that they came, and so they may be even in robotic forms, that they put their consciousness into a robotic form that would be able to survive the degradation of space, that would eat away at a organic life form. And so that's how they were able to survive the journey, and then they'd broadcast back to wherever their planet was that, hey, there's sentient life on Earth or something like that. You don't even know. It's like there could be a number of possibilities. But anyways, so that is my thing, and let me know, again, in the comments you want me to do this or the face. And for those of you wanting to see SCP-087B and Owl Oni and Facade and Roller Coaster Tycoon and Crash Bandicoot and everything else, please search on my profile. Type in FAQ, like frequently asked questions. Type in FAQ and type in how I do my videos, I believe. Type in FAQ and then how I do my videos. And there should be one that talks about why those aren't up yet and the fact that they will be up very shortly, because I have to film new videos, because some of these videos are months old. This is not months old. I actually shot this probably about 3 hours before you're seeing it, because I wanted to get this up because of a special video I want to put up sometime later this week, and by later this week I mean tomorrow. And so I'm debating whether to use this or to use my real face when I'm doing it. And it's going to be a serious business story. It's going to be real serious business. It's going to be comedic, but it's going to be about something real and serious business. It's something that could happen to any one of you. To any one of you. Actually, it can only happen to you if you're a guy. But, women out there, you could still have it happen to your dad, or your boyfriends, or your brother, or your pet dog even. I don't even know. Fuck it.